your skin for so long. Oh, I am in your head, so tell me, is it wrong? Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now, my spell, my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell. You fell under my You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell, my spell. What did I feel? My spell inside, my spell. I know it's right. What did I care? My spell, and I hide my spell. Might steal under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. My spell, my spell. You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell now. Paralyze my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice tracing on my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us so, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you, you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. I break you, you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. Frozen in my dream, I can't escape the thoughts of you. If I try to leave, when I'm with you I can't move. It's unforgivable.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you again for tuning into Frontier Doubles League. I'm here in the casting booth named Debbie, right? Of course. And I'm joined alongside a co-caster and streamer for the night, Mr. Thor. Thor, how are you doing tonight?
Uh, Truth be told, I'm kind of tired. I kind of had to scramble back from work to get stream up, but I'm happy to be here. Happy to lend my voice to the stream for not exactly the first time, but first time for a full match, potentially. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, absolutely. And we're already seeing an A lineup and then another essentially A lineup because I believe this is the reserve for the Hammerheads, correct?
Yeah, Stealth Jammer is the reserve for the Hammerheads. So this is a technically an A lineup usage, but could in terms of salary, it's kind of a B or a C lineup. But I mean, we've seen reserves do incredible things on stream before, so I mean, we'll really have to see exactly what's going to be happening here with him.
Absolutely. We see the Hammerheads right there. Some kickoff strats, maybe a little bit of a delayed kickoff, and Too Cool looking for the bump, takes the sacrifice himself, trying to open things up for KG Fan. We did find the shot, but excellent defense coming out from the Hammerheads to stop that one. Now pressure is going to be on the Lobsters to get this ball out of their half.
Too Cool trying to get off the corner, get something going, but Dill is there to stop him. And Dill trying to go for a counterattack. Stealth Jammer putting on target, just wide though. Stuck in the corner for the Lobsters, but I mean, so far hasn't been a lot of, real quick action. They seem to be like pushing and seeing where the defense is gonna break.
Yeah, and so far the Lobsters have had a little bit of better looks and opportunities at the Hammerheads net, and that almost an opportunity, but Too Cool was up in the air early to deny the shot opportunity. Now up early again, but this time Stealth Jammer Patient gonna lob it up for Dill, and Dill gonna find our opening goal of the series.
An unfortunate couple of misses from the Lobsters leads to a pretty easy goal for the Hammerheads. Hopefully we'll see them, rein in the nerves. Could be just nerves from being on stream. I mean, KG Fan is no stranger to the stream, but I don't know how often he's played on stream.
Well, certainly the pressure between casting a game and playing in a game completely different. And we've seen KG perform pretty well, and let's see if he can close that one out. Unable to do so, but gets the bump. Too Cool, not able to put it on target. KG with the shot, but denied by Dill, and the ball staying in the midfield. Gonna come off of a touch from KG Fan that beats out the Hammerheads defense, and Too Cool is there wrapping around to clean up. We have a tied up ball game.
Yeah, KG Fan just getting a really nice pop off that corner. Dill not able to make a touch, and Too Cool was there to clean up. Really good play from them.
Absolutely, and it's led to this tied up game so far. The battle between these two aquatic creatures, the Hammerheads and the Lobsters, trying to prove who's the better of the two. Too Cool now trying to take control. Can dribble this one out of his half. It's a little bit dangerous. Gonna be able to read that touch right there and get a save. Now Stealth Jammer trying to work against the Lobsters, but Too Cool able to get this pass, looking for the infield pass. Fortunately not enough, but oh my, Too Cool was able to circle back around to that, and KG gonna clean this one up, but a lot of pressure put up by Too Cool here to set up this play and the lead for the Lobsters.
Yeah, the Hammerheads kind of put themselves in an awkward position on defense, both being right in front of the net. So if one missed, the other kind of had to scramble to get to, a good position to get it out. And unfortunately for them, KG Fan and Cool Dude were able to get some good offense going off of the miss.
Absolutely, and it's going to be all on them to find the response here. I mean, plenty of time. We're just under half the game remaining, and this is the perfect opportunity. Dill I like the patience coming out, trying to draw out the defenders. The Lobsters have been very aggressive in their decision making and their challenges right there. They're trying to play out of their half, and it seems like the Hammerheads have overcommitted. Can Dill get back to this? Yes, he can. And now Stealth Jammer gonna take his time to take control on KG Fan. Trying to find him 52. Cool has to dive to get it. And I like the attempt from KG Fan there, taking a swipe at the goalie, just trying to make things even more hectic for the Hammerheads.
Yeah, the Lobsters are keeping up their strong offensive pressure, but the Hammerheads are starting to get a beat on how they work. But we'll see how the Hammerheads do on offense. The Lobsters have had a lot more opportunities this game, as the scoreline shows, but you know, when the pendulum swings the other way, you never know what exactly might happen.
Absolutely. I think the Hammerheads just need to find a good balance of figuring out when they have that time, when they can draw out those defenders without sacrificing possession and keeping themselves stuck on defense. Could be an excellent opportunity. Unfortunately, the ball gets away from Dill and Stealth.
Oh no!
Oh.
So apparently the Lobsters are also doing good on defense against the Hammerheads. That was a very fortunate touch from KG, and just makes a beeline straight towards an open net.
And now we're going to see KG and Dill off the kickoff. It's going to go in favor of the Lobsters, who Tuchel was looking possibly for an aerial play there. Unfortunately has to give up possession, but Dill not finding the flick that he wanted, and Tuchel unexpected or surprise back pass right there. Actually going to get his boost denied, and this is going to be a great opportunity for Dill, who finds the shot, finds the back of the net. Hammerheads within one with 37 seconds remaining.
That was a really good shot from Dill, but if you watch, you can see KG kind of started going out of the net, maybe trying to make a challenge, but he hesitated a bit, but he was too far out to really make any sort of defensive play there, and Dill made a really good shot in the top corner to bring them within one with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And this game isn't out of the reach of the Hammerheads just yet. And gonna have to start with them breaking out of defense right here. We have about 20 seconds and counting remaining in this game. Tuchel gonna keep up the pressure. Needs to dwindle down the time. They do have that lead right here. Tuchel gonna look for the infield pass back to KG. KG gonna keep it close. Burn some time off of the clock, and unless the Hammerheads can keep this one up, then the Lobsters might have just secured game number one. Dill actually keeping the ball on the roof of his car. Oh no.
Some last minute heroics, but unfortunately not able to follow through on that.
But either way, if you're the Hammerheads, I don't think you're too upset with the results of that match. Like, yes, you did lose, but it was only by one goal, and you kind of ended it with momentum there at the end.
Yeah.
Having scored that last goal.
Yeah, it felt like it was a lot of the Lobsters, the majority of the game, but whenever the Hammerheads had an opportunity, they really did capitalize on it. So I mean, the game was a lot closer than it felt for the majority of it. And I'm wondering if the Hammerheads can keep that momentum going into game 2 and possibly for the rest of the series here.
Absolutely, and it's got to start with them trying to match this aggression from the Lobsters, trying to shut it down a little bit. I mean, we see the difference in shots between the two. 9 shots to the Lobsters, while the Hammerheads had 5. So they're able to limit that offensive pressure from the Lobsters. I think they can definitely find themselves potentially taking the lead and finding themselves back into the series.
Yeah, I agree with that. And you could see near the end of that first game, they were starting to deploy more bumps and demos, trying to get that Lobster line more disrupted. And I think it did help them near the end there, especially with that second goal that they had. And Lobsters coming in, getting a demo of their own, and Dill was able to push it away, trying to get a counterattack of his own.
Dill able to find a touch, but Tuchel ready to collect. I'm gonna try to play this past one, but patience coming out from the Hammerheads almost pays off. But Plenty of space given to them by the Lobsters, surprisingly. Not too cool. They'll try to work this past the defense. Unable to do so now. Bill trying to play it past KG. KG gets a favorable 50, but defense able to get back in time.
Yeah, KG kind of just trying to be a nuisance on their back line, and I definitely agree with trying to do that. Try to give your teammates some time, go get boost, try to, see the play, try to get something going. And he definitely, he achieved his goal. He got, he disrupted the line, almost got a goal out of that 50. But fortunately for him, it was not to be.
Yeah, we're staying too cool. Trying to set up a goal for the Lobsters. It would be the opening goal of our game number 2 here. I think this is the longest amount of time we've gone without a goal being scored. Tuchel gonna find a pinch into the Hammerheads corner. Stealthjammer gonna beat out KG to this one. No boost to his name. Gonna try to collect the mid boost. Finds a pinch. It's back to Tuchel, who has to deflect the ball with some speed,
what a
but
shot.
Dill. Oh my, Dill just gonna find a fantastic shot up early. KG fan just a little bit too flat-footed, and perfect placement coming out for the Hammerheads.
Yeah, Too Cool was alone in net, and like when the ball comes at you, instinct is, oh, I gotta hit that like as hard as I can back towards the other net. And unfortunately for him, he didn't get a touchy one at all. Just popped straight up, and Dill had a beat on it instantly. Bottom left corner, beautiful shot. Hammerhead's game right now, but we got 3 minutes, so we'll see what happens.
Absolutely, and the Lobsters still finding a similar level of pressure. Currently, they have 4 shots to the Hammerheads 1, but hey, the Hammerheads do have the lead, so as you previously mentioned, they can definitely execute on their opportunities. We're gonna have to see if the Lobsters can do the same, and no, Dill was able to get it past Tuchel, but KG gonna sacrifice himself for the save, and Stealthjammer having to race back to get the save off of the pinch from that previous interaction. And lots of fast Rocket League taking place here right now as these teams are going back and forth, trying to capitalize on every opportunity.
Yeah, the game right now is kind of in a stalemate, but I mean, like you were saying before, Hammerheads are up. They're taking their time in their plays more so than they were in the beginning of game 1. And it's definitely paying off for them because there's 2 minutes to go, and I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah,
What's the point of talking about how good they're playing if this happens?
I mean, just the Hammerheads defense finally getting caught out. Dill gets beat to that one, and then Stealth losing the 50. Lobsters there to capitalize. They've been able to find a lot of shots, and Too Cool gonna find the back of the net while I'm speaking.
Yeah, Lobsters, they might have the stream open right now. They were hearing how their opportunities weren't going their way, and they wanted to prove us wrong.
Tuchel, multiple championship winner, definitely has what it takes to go the distance in Origin League. This is the first time I believe we're seeing KG fan play in FDL League play. I do believe he played in a Swift series and in Sports with TL.
Yeah, he was an FTL on the Rats. I can't remember if he was on FDL prior to this. I think he might have been, but I'll be honest, my stats knowledge for FDL is minimal at best. But I mean, he's played well, even FTL and here tonight. Ooh.
Oh. Stealthjammer has had enough of us talking about the Lobsters. And KG fan, who wants us to mention his name, finding the fantastic flick right past Too Cool to tie things up for the Hammerheads.
What the heck just happened? Do you see this
Packet
too?
loss.
Are we okay? Am I getting packet loss, or is it everybody? Because I think
It seems as though everyone is suffering.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And it looks like players are requesting
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I think that lobby
yep.
just died on us.
Yeah. So looks like yeah, Hugh lost connection. Stealth Jammer has lost connection. This lobby has indeed died.
Well, that's
So,
fantastic. I
unfortunately.
guess game 2 has to be replayed now. I
So
mean,
I do
we
believe
were
the
at
time
2
on
and
the clock
2.
was 2-2 around. I believe it was 105.
It was 113. Because I still have the um, I still have the overlay up, so I can see it was 2-2 with a minute 13 to go.
All right.
Let's see. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure where to go from here.
I believe we can ask the captains whether they would like to replay the entirety of game 2 with since the score was tied, or we would go into a new lobby, count down until 113, and of course, score 2 goals apiece. But I believe that would be the better thing to do so that these players can get some of their stats back.
Yeah, I agree. So I'll just I'll remake the lobby and I'll send out the info again, and I will let them know the lowdown on that. I really wish I could set lobbies to less than 5 minutes, because it would make this a lot easier.
So, too cool. The options would be to either replay the entirety of game number 2, or to go into a new lobby and score the 4 goals that everybody had scored at 113. There's an ad playing right now.
Oh, fantastic. Love that. I mean, regardless, I'll send the match info out again so that we can get our players back into the lobby and we can make the decision on, exactly what's going to be happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can discuss options with the other team. Like, it's both of you. It's your games, so you're the ones who make the decision ultimately.
All right. If there is no ad, so either replay the entirety of game number 2, or we let the time count down until 113, and then everyone scores their goals so that everybody is awarded their player stats.
Yeah.
From game number 2, and then proceed as normal from 113.
It's really up to you. Either way, we'll be here for another 5 minutes. Either waiting for the clock to run out. Rerun it? All right. Yeah, I think it might have.
There. So it looks like Too Cool and Dill have both said to simply replay match or game number 2.
Gotcha. All right.
If
I mean,
that
it's a
correct.
valid stance to take, because one, you would have the opportunity to get an even better, stat line overall. Who's DDoSing our servers? It's not ours. It's Psionics. So I would assume. Actually, it might just be Psionics, honestly.
All right, and
Do we have everyone in here? Or is someone just being cheeky about it?
just verifying that everything is good.
Gotcha. As weird as it sounds, both teams had momentum in that game, because Hammerheads had just scored, but, a few seconds prior to that, Lobsters just one after another, which I don't know if that would affect, mental going into this rerun of game 2. But we'll see.
I mean, I think both. I think for both teams, it would be a little bit refreshing to just go into it with a blank slate. Both teams. Well, regardless, looks like KG fan is simply gonna score within the first 10 seconds right here. Gonna get one of those two back for the Lobsters.
He's just better.
They'll-
Puts it on target. Not much defender can do other than just put it in and hope that fraction of a second will help them later on in the game.
Absolutely. Looks like they're gonna have an opportunity. Actually, Tuchel gonna get the dunk and stealth. What a fantastic save! Unfortunately for him, it doesn't matter. Tuchel is all over. Gets the read and finds that second goal for the Lobsters very quickly. It's
Yes.
game number 2.
Both of them, unfortunately, on the Hammerheads, very low on boost near the end there. Stealth, getting it off, pardon me, getting it off target, but still in a dangerous spot, and Tuchel was able to capitalize on it.
Absolutely, and now it's all on the Hammerheads to find find that response. Hammer trying to find a touch there on the ball, unable to do so. Actually, going to be able to get back onto the backboard. Then down to midfield. Tuchel going to interrupt it. A little bit of a midfield boost steal, and KG fan doesn't get a touch. And there it is, the first response from the Hammerheads, and finally get on the board here.
Yeah, Hammerheads taking their time trying to think about what to do with their possession, and Dill just spots an open spot in the defense and just perfectly gets it over KG, and Tuchel unable to get back. Hammerheads bring it within 1. We got 4 minutes to go though.
We have 3 of the 4 goals from that previous game number 2, all being scored in pretty much the first minute here of our new game number 2. And we're going to see a quick opportunity. Tuchel looking for the back of the net. Unfortunately, doesn't make contact, and this could be a counterattack opportunity for the Hammerheads still. Unfortunately, this gets too heavy of a touch. The Lobsters were able to slow down the attack. Stealth Jammer was up early. Unfortunately, doesn't get a touch. Decent 50 from Dill, but the Lobsters are all over it. And this ball bouncing center. Tuchel is there, finding the shot. Dill unable to get the touch. Good placement from the Lobsters, and they increase their lead by 2.
Yeah, Dill was in net, but I'll be honest, I don't know if he was expecting Tuchel to actually get the shot that he did, because he was caught flat-footed just right in the corner of net there. And now we go off script from our chalked game 2. Quite extensively, I might add.
Yeah, absolutely. Too cool. And we just wanted to get that previous game out of his head already. I believe he now has, yes, he does indeed have a hat trick. Now, 3 minutes and 23 remaining in our game number 2. At this point, the Hammerheads are going to have to try to stop the bleeding, and Stealth Jammer, this could be a fantastic opportunity. But the Lobsters' defense, that shell, that armor proves too tough to crack right now. Still plenty of time for the Hammerheads, however.
Yeah, Hammerheads, I don't know if they're, at this point just trying to, force their way through the defense. But after, getting scored on a few more times, they do seem to be slowing down a little bit, trying to make better decisions. But Lobsters right now are just all go, 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 and it seems to be working for them right now.
Yeah, the Lobsters are doing a fantastic job of maintaining that pressure, maintaining that attack. They're getting a little bit physical. They look for those bumps, and they're getting great boost steals when they're in the Hammerheads half. So it's making it quite difficult for these Hammerheads to break out of their half. And it seems like whenever they do manage to break out of their half, they're just launching an attack, period, regardless of the quality of it.
Mm-hmm. Lobsters always have somebody on the ball, and a couple times it's led to a double commit here and there. But for the most part, it has not hindered them at all. As Hammerheads are trying to get attack going of their own, but again, Lobsters right there, right away. And Hammerheads, unfortunately, not able to make anything out of that offensive stint.
Now Dill with boost on his name. fantastic flick, but a great save coming out from Tuchel. Now KG fan gonna find a shot. Oh, it's just short off of the post. Bouncing up, this ball is still dangerous. KG with the follow-up. Oh my, he gets a interesting second touch there. A little bit of a foot race here, but Tuchel gonna be able to collect the ball, trying to play it past Stealth Jammer. Stealth Jammer gonna interrupt that one, and just ball going center. Dill is waiting patiently, finds the touch, or draws the touch out from KG fan, but gonna be paid with a demo.
The Lobsters right now do seem to be slowing down just a little bit. And, I mean, you're up by 3 and you got a minute to go. You don't exactly need to prove anything more in this game, too. So, I mean, slowing it down is definitely a good decision you can make here.
It definitely seems like they've let off the gas a little bit, but only enough so that they don't need to take those unnecessary risks, hoping and looking for a goal. As Stealth Jammer is going to find the back of the net on this one. 32 seconds remaining here. Hammerhead still breathing signs of life.
Yeah, Hammerheads they haven't given up yet, which is always nice to see in these games, and I feel like it happens more in the lower leagues than anywhere else, where, you know, you're down by, for all intents and purposes, impossible odds, but you just keep going. I mean, you've got, you know, 3 more games potentially to go, so why stop now? Try to get the momentum, try to get things going.
Absolutely. And winning these games, it always starts with the small things. You got to win the small battles before you can win the war, essentially. And the small battles, stopping the bleeding, finding a goal, might be exactly what the Hammerheads need. Try to swing momentum back into their favor. I mean, we saw how in game number 1 they ended with momentum, and then in game number 2 they were able to start off with the lead. We saw the Lobsters start to adapt, and that game progressed. It was a lot lower scoring than this one, and it seems like Lobsters are they seem to have that hot hand where they're able to start firing on all cylinders, while it takes the Hammerheads a little bit to get back into the swing of things. Hopefully that game number 3 pays off and goes in their favor.
Yeah, the Lobsters have definitely been, you know, on the gas and, you know, keeping the pressure where they can, but they also seem to be showing that they know when to let up for just a second and breathe and recollect their thoughts before going back into that high-paced action that they've shown us for these 2 games. It has led to a couple openings in their defense, and on their offense. There's been a couple of double commits here and there, but they do seem to be, you know, understanding where those are happening, and if it does, you know, lead to them conceding a goal, they're able to then, you know, forget it instantly and just go right back into offense.
Absolutely, and this match, of course, having huge playoff implications. I mean, the Hammerheads, they want to be fighting for a playoff spot. They're currently sitting at 2-5, so every win is important to them, even at this point. Individual games for that goal or game differential. So, Hammerheads definitely going to want to bounce back into this one. Starting things off here with Dylan. And was trying to make it past Tuchel. Tuchel was able to find a 50 now. KG finding another 50, keeping the ball bouncing in the midfield. Ball gonna continue to bounce. Still is gonna be able to find a shot. Tuchel just able to get a hand up in front of that one. But what a screamer, what a pinch right there, though.
Honestly, I kind of hoped that would go in just to see how fast it was going, because that was insanely fast.
What a fantastic save from Dill, and KG almost able to force and muscle that one through himself. Tuchel now trying to play it past Stealth Jammer, unable to do so. Dill's gonna find solid clear. KG finds the read to keep the pressure on. Now gonna chase this one down. Keep the ball floating back center. Tuchel gonna be able to have some time to take a shot, sending it off the backboard, finding the bump, and KG unfortunately not gonna be able to find contact right there, but Tuchel, quick turn, gonna slow things down and allow time for KG Fan to collect a boost. And I think this is what we were talking about, where they're able to find and find that relief for each other, slow things down, allow each other to collect that boost and keep this control of the ball.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that right now they can't buy a goal. Like 3 shots just off the crossbar, off the post, off of a really good save from the Hammerheads. Actually, to be fair, it kind of sounds like it kind of looks like that for both teams off of that first shot from the Hammerheads. But I mean, the stalemate isn't going to last for long, and I'm wondering if it's going to be, you know, the Lobsters, you know, constant offense that'll pull it off, or the Hammerheads finally getting something going here. Break it out on their end. We're halfway through and there's still nothing. So, I mean, we'll see.
As it seems like the Hammerheads have definitely figured out some of the issues with their defense. They've figured out their rotations a bit. I mean, Lobsters still keeping up a bunch of pressure, but no goals have been scored, and this could be the opportunity that they needed. I just cast a curse.
I thought that was going off the post again, like 100%. From the angle I had, it looked like it was going straight at that post, but fortunately for the Lobsters, it was straight into that bottom corner, and they've taken the lead. There's 2 minutes to go, and if the Hammerheads can't do anything in these last 2 minutes, this will be, you know, the Lobsters' game.
And I like the physicality coming out from Dill, who's gonna have an open look. KG Fan getting credited with a save, but I think that one was just gonna hit the post. Tuco gonna have to able to send this one clear down into the Hammerheads corner. Gonna find the solid touch center, and KG's up looking for the shot, unable to find it now. Dill not a lot of boost, but still trying to send it out to safety. Tuco gonna be able to collect. Going against Stealthjammer, looking for the air dribble bump, but doesn't even need it. Gonna find the second goal for the Lobsters.
Yeah, too cool. Collecting that off the wall and then just immediately going for goal, like the Lobsters have done all game. But, you know, defender there, flat-footed, and it seems like Too Cool was expecting him to go up, but like you said, he didn't need to. It was just in. It was just a good shot already.
Absolutely, and now Hammerhead's gonna have to respond again, and that was a fantastic shot, but Too Cool able to put a hand up yet again and prevent that one from going in. Now Dylan gonna have some time and space, but gonna launch this one to Too Cool. Too Cool gonna be able to send it the other way. Gonna collect some boost, and this one finding its way center. Too Cool with the bump and KG with the cleanup. What a play coming out from these Lobsters players.
That was a huge bump from Too Cool, and Stealth, no boost, unable to really get behind that ball. And unfortunately for them, that makes it a 3-0 lead for the Lobsters. There's still a minute to go though, and we've seen a lot more happen in 1 minute than 3 goals.
That is true, and it seems like the Hammerheads love to score goals during this crunch time. Maybe it's the pressure that they need, and Dill will answer the call when that pressure starts to make its way felt.
Oh, it was a full shot pass, but unfortunately it was to the wrong player for the Lobsters. Hammerheads just in the right position to capitalize on that, and they're within 2 now. So, you know, momentum is a huge thing in Rocket League. So now that they've finally got a goal, they can finally get something going, and they just might be able to make this, you know, tied, if not go back in their favor fully.
Absolutely, and they need to keep this pressure on the Lobsters. Too Cool able to burn some time off the clock with that dribble. Now Dill gonna have to find a touch right here. Not able to play it past KG, but this ball could still prove to be dangerous. Instead, Too Cool gonna be able to take it away. Ball in the possession of the Lobsters. Finds a nice flick. It's off the backboard, and KG just gonna allow this ball to make its way to him. Excellent time burned off the clock, but Dill doesn't care about your shenanigans. He's just gonna go for it, find the goal, and now the Hammerheads are within 1.
Okay, there has not so far been any kickoff shenanigans. If there is a time to show kickoff shenanigans, it is right now. But unfortunately, that is not a fantastic position to do kickoff shenanigans in twos. So, it is still up, though. Still has shown that he can catch it if need be, but it was in a perfect spot for Too Cool to put it in and close out that game 3.
And just like that, Too Cool and the Lobsters gonna take care of the Hammerheads in a sweep. Now, some interesting things going on during the series, I think, especially that game number 2. But regardless of that storyline, it was fantastic play coming out from both these teams. Hammerheads played fantastically. Dill and Stealth Jammer stepping up during I think that last minute of a majority of the games, but I think it was just too little, too late.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, it was too little too late. But like you said, the series score does not show how close this series actually was. Um, it was more, at least to me, it looked like more a battle of playstyles more than anything else. And the Lobsters just seemed to understand where to break down the Hammerheads play more so than the Hammerheads did of the Lobsters.
Absolutely. And there were, all right, no. There was only one match, I believe, or one game, game number 2, where the Hammerheads started off with the lead. But the Lobsters, it seems like once they had the lead, the game was pretty much in their control, and it never seemed like it quite slipped out of their grasp firmly enough for them, I think, to be extremely worried where they had to press and continue scoring.
I hear what you're saying and I agree, but it kind of went in one ear and out the other because I'm looking for interview. Oh, actually, they're
No
already
worries.
in. So, and we do have
And
Too Cool from the
Yo, yo.
Lobsters. Welcome in. Fantastic series for you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, I just solely relied on KG there, bro. He was popping off on defense, on offense, and midfield passes to him were easy to come by, and he would just slot them every time.
So,
absolutely.
oh, sorry, you go.
I mean, there wasn't much of a
Got
game plan, but that's I think we stuck to it. But yeah, hey, what were you saying?
I was saying that the play that was coming out from both of you guys was fantastic. I mean, there was one play I even commented on where it was you set it up as you mentioned you were setting up the play you looked for the bump afterwards, got it on Dill, and that perfectly bought enough time for KG to come in and close out that goal. And I
Yeah, so
believe that
anyone
was
who sorry, what was sorry, I'm nervous. What were you saying?
no worries. I understand. I mean, you guys won, of course, so uh, soak it in, man. You guys won on stream.
Dude, it's been a bit. It's been a bit since we've been here, I think. Feel like every time that we're on mainstream, we throw.
Gotcha. Well, you certainly didn't throw this game, completing it in a
Yeah.
sweep. You guys certainly boasting well for your standings and playoff or
Dude, I
overall.
can't wait till playoffs, dude. It's gonna be so much fun. If we make it, of course.
I mean, this win certainly poisoned you guys for a good playoff spot. But of course, before I go any further, I have to ask Thor. Thor, do you have any questions for Too Cool?
I do. I was wondering, as at the end of our initial game 2, we had 1 minute left and both teams were tied, and all of a sudden the lobby just didn't exist anymore. What was going through your head after you finally realized that game 2 is probably washed?
I was glad because for me, the more I play against a team, I feel like just the better I do. Like my reads, my demo plays, my bumps, they just feel more natural. So I was glad to have that extra almost 4 minutes of gameplay, to just get back into the groove of things. And it was a nice breather throughout the series because although we won game 1 and game 2 was looking like it was winnable, it it was nice to still take off the pressure for like a couple minutes.
And that's all I had.
Did
All
you see
right.
the air dribble I had? I don't know.
did.
There's only 2 touches. I don't think it counts as an air dribble because it's only 2 touches. But I was pretty proud of myself for doing that on stream.
Absolutely, and of course, you guys played a fantastic game, and I mean, you seem pretty psyched. So of course, I'll give you the floor. Are there any shout outs or maybe call outs you want to
Oh,
make before?
yeah. Tyler BK 2020, Tyler Burger King 2020, our amazing GM, bro. Helped us warm up a little bit beforehand, and he's on next, I believe. So he's the goat, and I'm looking forward to watching his series.
Oh, I do have one more thing.
Hmm.
What do you have to say to the expert and star lobsters that will be playing tonight in 15 and an hour and 15 minutes?
Break a leg. We're lobsters. We get shit done.
In
You
Rocket
guys
League, would
most
it be
certainly
break a
get
leg or
stuff
would it be pop a
done.
tire?
That's a good question. I
Break
feel
an
like it'd be
axle?
pop a tire.
Break an
Break an
axle?
axle.
Snap an axle?
Yeah, snap an axle.
Snap an
I like
axle.
that one better.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Well, you heard it here first. Lobsters, snap an axle.
Lobsters snapping an axle against the Hammerheads, getting it done in a sweep, and as a wonderful original Thor who is streaming and decided to co-cast here in the booth with me, had alluded to, we do have the Lobsters up next, going to be taking on the Dragons in Expert League. That's at 9 p.m. Of course, you don't want to go anywhere. I've been Debbie here in the casting booth. That's been Thor. That's been Too Cool, and the Lobsters winning. You guys don't go anywhere.
the night. The city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up,
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to week 8 of FTL. We have another good match for you right now. Happening in Expert League, the Dragons and the Lobsters. The Dragons coming in at a solid 6-1. I'm Kin. I'm joined by Mia. How you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to see this. Got some familiar names in the lobby. I want to see how this one's going to play out.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably get them right in here. You
Yeah.
mentioned some familiar names. Being an Expert League, well acquainted with all these people. You know, we got Galloway and Redwater for the Dragons, Tyler, BK, and Doc for the Lobsters.
Yep. I have
As
to
we
say,
get
not an expert league. Though Tyler is a former teammate of mine. I like to played quite a bit of Helldivers with Galloway and familiar with Redwater as an occasional streamer here for FDL. But underway, and Galloway's gonna take this ball, has it, and looking like he was about to own goal for a second. Decides that is not good to do, but Doc gonna throw one into the back of the orange net, give the Lobsters a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, not an ideal start for Galloway. Not
No.
what you want to do, but, you know, maybe just a little confusion there, no boost off the kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, probably could have been saved still, but yeah, definitely a little bit of help there from Secret Agent Galloway on that one.
Yeah, a little confused why he only went for the 12 there. He had a little room in the corner. I feel like he could have picked up that 100 and had a little bit more time. I don't know if he heard a car behind him or what, but you know, it's not the greatest start, but it is still early and it is still just game one as we've crossed the 40-second mark. Is Tyler gonna try to take a shot here? Can't find it. Redwater on the block, can't find that either, and the other way we go. Redwater looking for the flick. Doc cuts this off. Tyler up for it, has the touch, bringing this one forward. No boost in the tank. Does pick up that corner boost. And Galloway real awkward on that one. Doc sending this one up high. Redwater going to clear this from the backboard, and Tyler with a great catch, getting this around one, has it in the corner, can't find it around the second, and is going to give this one away to Galloway. Gets a big clear and will leave the play and send Doc the other way.
Yeah, I mean, one thing, just from experience playing with Redwater, you got to be ready for a whole lot of aggression. Maybe sometimes not exactly at the right time.
Yeah.
But you know he's going to challenge. There he doesn't, and he probably gets punished for it. You know, as soon as I'm talking about how aggressive he is, he plays that slow, and maybe we're seeing why that normal aggression comes out, because Doc just challenged immediately and put that ball right in the net.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what you have to do. Is if you realize that you're going to have an aggressive opponent, sometimes you just need to step up and be aggressive. I do have to say though that Redwater's preset is absolutely fantastic. I love the cat eye wheels, the cat ears, and the striped decal. And is this? Oh, Doc's going to drop this one down, and Tyler's going to squeak that one into the top corner and give the Lobsters a 3-0 lead. So I have to say, I think style points does go to the Dragons, but the Lobsters are firmly in control early here. But the operative word in that sentence is early. There's still 3 minutes left. 3 goals is not a lot.
Yeah, definitely plenty of time for the Dragons to make a comeback here. We've seen Galloway a few times just out of boost. I'm curious if that's something the Lobsters are doing, starving, or if that's something he just, you know, maybe the pathing isn't quite there. Needs a little bit of time to warm up on that, but it's something to watch for the rest of the series. That's a good challenge from Doc. That ball's going to go to the corner, but I think Tyler should be able to play this slow and create another opportunity for the Lobsters.
Ooh.
Good demo. That was a great demo, and Doc should have the ball still. I mean, this is a lot of pressure for the Lobsters.
Ooh, it is, and that's an unfortunate miss from Galloway. Does find the clear, did take a 50 with Doc, but just some little confusion in the midfield from the Dragons. It feels like that the pressure's been really consistent from the Lobsters. They seem very put together, and oh no, that one's just going to bounce in. I'm not sure if that was, I think that may have been Redwater. My camera's not showing me much of anything. Oh, there we go. It was Redwater, and Galloway not able to get back there in time. 4-0. We're 15 seconds past halfway, and Do you think they still have a chance in this one, or what point do you just kind of start thinking about game 2, just trying something different, maybe finding a goal or two? Because this one really feels like it's been all Lobsters, going 4 for 4 on their shots so far.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely hasn't been the most encouraging start for the Dragons. I mean, it's still winnable, but I definitely say you're really just looking to see what works on offense, so you can, you know, have a better chance in these next games. If you do manage to make the comeback, that's great, but you just need to find something that works on offense. Maybe clear up some of these awkward touches you're getting, because there have been a lot so far from the Dragons.
Yeah, I have noticed that the touches just seem so awkward. The positioning just seems slightly off. Like they're almost where they want to be to play the ball in a good way, and it's just not as a Redwater with the missed pre-jump there, and a good 50 from Galloway. Ball back in the corner. He picks that boost up. It's like little things like great like that. Like Galloway just has the ball. Redwater comes in, and it's slightly awkward play, and that's a good shot attempt from Galloway, turned away by Tyler. And this one does head the other way as Doc has it, and Tyler right on his bumper going back, and good block from Tyler again, and starting to see a little pressure out of the Dragons here, looking to find one, but can't get it there. They do keep possession of this, and is a double commit out of the Dragons, and Tyler's just going to try to take his time here and work to stay behind this ball, and takes a great 50.
Yeah, that double commit definitely not what the Dragons are looking for. You have, you know, Galloway lined up pretty well to take that. Redwater turns, and it's like,
Ooh.
neither of those ideas on their own are bad, but somebody needs to communicate that they're doing that, and that's going to be another shot for Tyler after a little overcommit. And 5-0 Lobsters. You asked a while ago if it was over. I'm confident that I can say it's over now.
Yeah, I would have to say that. I mean, on average, you'd have to score a goal every 4 seconds, and when you've gone 4 minutes and 40 seconds without scoring, the prospect of finding one, let alone 5, is highly unlikely, to put it gently. So, in a little bit of garbage time here, though, it did give a lot of time for the Dragons to really think about what they've been doing. They did develop some offensive pressure towards the end. They're going to come out of this game having 4 shots, but Tyler finding 4 saves. They did find some pressure late. Not quite sure what they need to do. I mean, what do you think this Dragons team needs to do going into game 2 to try to shut this down? I mean, Tyler really, I guess, shined late in on defense. They're picking up 4 saves, but it really felt like it was Doc doing a lot early.
Yeah, I think for the Dragons, you need to commit to either letting Redwater, you know, lead the offense and not have Galloway play so close, or you need to go for more passing plays. Like, if you're gonna run this one style offense where Redwater is going for all these 50s, you need Galloway playing second man a little harder. But I mean, you can also just rotate a little cleaner, you know, not be nearly as on top of each other, and you'll be fine. But again, there's a lot of double commits and a lot of just spacing issues from the Dragons that I think they know about. I think they know to clean that up. Like, it wasn't anything that's going to be hard for them to be like, wow, we don't know what went wrong this game. It's pretty obvious to me.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And you say with the passing plays that actually it did remind me right towards the end of that game, Galloway did send a pass into Redwater, who had an angle on goal and couldn't find contact with it. But that looked like that could be something that they may need to try to lean into more. They only had really that one passing attempt. Maybe a couple more in this game, they can find something a little bit better. But it was, it certainly feels like it's just some rotation, finding some pressure, limiting double commits. Nothing incredibly complex to try to solve. As Galloway going to dive in there and does an all right job. I do like that aggression, and even starting out here, not quite sure why Galloway goes that far up and leaves it very awkward for Redwater. Does a great job of clearing the danger from out front of the net, and this one looked like it may go the other way, and Redwater can't get his car on that ball. Doc gonna find the first one.
Wow, that preset from Redwater. Sorry, just can't take my eyes off of that preset.
It's so good though. Like
It
the
works
color
in a way I didn't think it would.
See, it's like the color coordination works out really well. The only thing that freaks me out a little bit is the cat eye wheels, but like with everything else, it works. Oh my goodness! If Tyler scored that one off the flip reset, that would have been a goal of the week. But Doc just gonna have that one kiss the crossbar, find another one early, and right now this is looking so far like a repeat of game one. I feel like we're just about where we were. I think we had 4:20 left on the clock in game one by the time the Lobsters were up 2-0, and it's 4:17. So I guess the Lobsters just a little behind schedule.
Yeah, and it's a lot of the same from the first game, right? It's just the Lobsters getting these good 50s and punishing Dragons for not necessarily being really need to be. Doc is gonna have another shot here. That ball's on, and that's 3-0 Lobsters. A minute and 3 seconds in. It's you gotta get to the drawing board real quick for the Dragons. You gotta figure out a way to shut them down. Maybe just demos on Doc. I mean, something.
Yeah, I feel like demos might need to be something, and it really also feels like some of the 50s aren't there. Like not in that they're not getting their car on the ball. They like the Dragons are. It's just that they're not really getting it behind it. That they're taking the 50, but they're losing the 50. Like on that last one, it really like if Galloway got right behind that ball, I think that gives enough time for Redwater to pick up that boost and get back. But because of the less than optimal 50, it gave Doc that opportunity to shoot, and Redwater gets caught out picking up that corner boost. And I feel like that could become a problem too, is Redwater trying to go for the ground to air dribble and is turned away, and Tyler just has to try to keep this ball in front of him if he can. Doesn't have any boost and sent off into the corner. That just trying to stay behind the ball and take some better 50s, just give your teammate a couple, even just a second or two to get back, find boost, get back into position is going to do wonders, and it feels like that they're also struggling to do that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen they've gotten these clears, but they have no boost to follow it up the last few times they've gotten downfield, and so Doc's able to easily collect it and just keep the pressure going for the Lobsters. And, I mean, a good clear from Doc, but they finally get a break, and they have some boost, so they'll be able to do something, but Tyler, I think, smartly turns off of that ball. And a bank downfield from Redwater. This might be a double opportunity, but Doc does a good job to get back there. But Galloway dunks them. Whoa!
See, and there we go, and that's a solid Galloway 50. I mean, gets behind the ball. This one, I mean, it's probably one of the worst 50s we've seen Doc take so far in a game and a half, and you know, not a terrible time to take a bad 50. You're always gonna take a couple in any series, and doing it halfway through a game while you're up is probably one of the best case scenarios. Is he's right back to finding some good 50s. Does find the boost and can't keep the balls. This one's Tyler though taking it the other way, and this one might go back and can't find the shot on target there, and that one looked like it was almost a play for the Dragons and ended up not being a play. But the pressure from the Lobsters is just mounting again. They really seem firmly in control. Is that Tyler going to find it on the short side there?
Yeah, that was, I mean, a lot of pressure. Galloway, I think, definitely was in the right spot there. And it might have just been, you know, a little bit of connection. Because, I mean, even on my screen, it looked like he hit it, so it's hard to say. You know, unfortunate one there. Kind of deflating for the Dragons. You know, you get a goal, you get a little bit of pressure, but that's a good shot from Doc. Just barely saved away by Galloway. And Redwater's going to have to get a good clear here, because the Dragons just need some quick pressure and to be able to just assert themselves a little bit on offense. Because the Lobsters just look so comfortable.
They do, and I just feel like it's the Lobsters have just done a great job maintaining boost. It's like I look, it's like even here Doc doesn't have any boost, but Tyler's back full boost, taking that mid, even though he didn't need it, just to deny the Dragons going up, getting bumps, still keeping a lot of boost, and Doc with a bunch here too. That it's really been feeling like that the Dragons, between the two of them, have sometimes even been struggling to feel like that between the two of them they have 100 boost, and it's felt like that the Lobsters are consistently above 50-60 boost all the time, as Doc just got to play this one slow, keep it in as we do come down to a minute. Doesn't really need to make a play there. The forward ball for Redwater, can't find it. This one towards the middle, but Tyler, Gonna be able to get back to it, drops it down, and that one just gonna go a little bit wide, and Galloway's got to find those ones on target. Those chances are precious. They are going to be few and far between for this Dragons team. And I do have to say, though, on that last goal, Galloway in chat did say I hit that and then gave an okay quick chat, and you just hope that that one doesn't tilt. Can certainly be a factor. I mean, you did say it was a bit deflating. What do you do going into Game 3 when you've just been so thoroughly bested in the first 2 games that you just really can't seem to get anything done?
I mean, yeah, it's a tough one because it's not like there's a single thing you can point to when the game's been like this, when the Lobsters have been this comfortable. I think your biggest question is how do we make them make mistakes? At this point, you're like, your play is whatever, but you're not going to beat them unless they're making mistakes at this point. You can't win 3 in a row with them playing the way they are, so you have to rattle them somehow. You can't focus on your own play that much. I mean, I think we saw a little improvement from Galloway and Redwater in terms of their spacing, since I think they're going to call for a timeout here once this post-game lobby is done.
Yeah.
But it's just really hard for the Dragons to get the spacing right when the Lobsters are getting so much pressure. Lobsters' rotation's been great, and it's just a question of how are they going to adapt. How do you get that last little bit of pressure out and get more than the number of shots they did? I didn't catch the number, but it's definitely rough.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this, Lobsters coming in with 7 shots, the Dragons coming in with 4, and we may have a map change to go along with this one. So the Lobsters, the map change request did come from the Dragons, and then the Lobsters did agree to that, and the decision was any map but this one. So so we're gonna leave and reset that. Yeah, not Neo Tokyo Comic, please, though. Like, let's be reasonable here, production. So we'll get that in, and the Lobsters are going to take a timeout. I do believe that we're going to get this map set up, and then we can take the timeout for them. But it is a tough spot for the Dragons. They're going to need to get 3 back here, and I think maybe something that could work for them is just be more aggressive. It really feels like that they're not being physical in the way I think that would stop Doc and Tyler. They don't seem to be trying to find bumps, let alone demos, and that at this point, really, why not just be aggressive? Why not be a little overly aggressive? That it is certainly strat. I think that they should try. They felt like they've really been passive and have just let the Lobsters dictate the flow of the game.
I think part of that is just how good the Lobsters have been at controlling the boost. It's hard to be aggressive when you have no boost or constantly under pressure to make these challenges. But you're right. I think both in terms of the physical plays and also just where their second man is. We said in the first game they were on top of each other too much. I think they went too far in the other direction that game.
Yeah. Where
the second man was in their own corner when they could have been, keeping possession if they were just playing a little bit farther up. And the Lobsters, did a great job to punish that. So we'll have the lobby back up and get that timeout going.
Lobby is back up, and based off of the chat going on here in our production chat, is that we're not going to count a timeout. We're just going to take this one as a lobby change. So the Dragons will still have a timeout if need be. This one was done that Redwater was complaining about frame drops on that map, so that is more of a technical issue and a technical timeout than a strategic one. So the Dragons will not be charged for that timeout, and we do have everybody in. And if they're all ready, we'll get them joining up. And so we got everybody back in. We're ready to go. We're on a different map that will hopefully be a little bit better for Redwater and not getting frame drop, but we'll see if that really helps the Dragons out. Maybe even the map change just slows down the momentum of the Lobsters just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe the problem is the water in the last map was not red, it was blue. I don't know where I was going with that. That was honestly stupid. I'm sorry.
You know, look, you tried, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to try, but frame drops on Aquadome is not a new phenomenon. It actually, back when Aquadome was in the RLCS map pool, that it was taken out of the map pool for a good period of time because of a frame drop issue that the pros were reporting. So, but who knows? This is a perfect game with no flaws. So, you know, who knows how much frame drop goes on that map anymore. But the Dragons look to be a little sharper.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing just they're a little quicker to challenge. They're getting better 50s. I mean, even that one, they lost the 50, but it wasn't a horrific, you know, ball goes flying into your own corner. And the spacing, I think, looks better. The Lobsters just aren't looking as quick to things either. I mean, Doc a little awkward there. Galloway gets an opportunity after that, and it's supposed to bounce down. I think Redwater should be able to take it. Well, never mind. I lied. Not a great 50, but, you know, good enough. They get it cleared. It's going to roll back into the Lobsters half, and, you know, already a better start to this game than either of the first two games for the Dragons.
I mean, considering that they've gone almost 2 minutes and we're still scoreless, I feel like that's a fantastic change for the Dragons. Whether or not that you score, the fact that you have prevented some goals, is Tyler going to get a demo on Galloway there. The fact that you haven't given anything up, I think, is more so the crucial aspect. Finding a goal is going to be great, but that one looks like it could just go in, but the post betrays Doc this time, and it's going to go down and out. Tyler's shot finding his teammate on the goal line, and his teammate keeping it out. Redwater can't find that one. Galloway on the follow-up is going to find this goal, and for the first time this series, the Dragons have a lead.
That's such a rough spot for Tyler. You know, like, you're trying to read that backboard and whether Redwater has a touch. And when he doesn't, Galloway's there, but, you know, you had to play defense for what was actually happening in front of you. And, yeah, great job from the Dragons. Maybe, you know, that map change, that little bit of time helping them gather themselves, figure things out. And the Lobsters coming out a little flat, I'd say. I mean, just the challenges haven't been as crisp as we saw in the first two games. And they had one really good opportunity. We'll not take that away from them. The post managed to save it twice on that flicked by Doc.
You know, and sometimes you just need a little bit of help from that third defender. Is this one high on the backboard, and could that one find its way in? It does not. These balls on the backboard, I have to say, in this one, it looks like the Lobsters, the backboard defense just looks a little less than great. Not that the Dragons took too many chances, too many opportunities towards the Lobster backboard, but a couple big misses that have led to some scary chances is Galloway getting in there, finding a demo, and this one, Redwater's just going to have an open net and takes it, and there's that physical play coming out and extending this lead down to 1:50 left, and actually Redwater getting the bump on Doc, and with Galloway clearing Tyler, there was nobody in the vicinity for the Lobsters to try to make an attempt on that.
I mean, that play is so confusing, right? Yeah. You have the demo, and then an open net, but Redwater isn't there. But Doc is even further away from the play.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Doc was doing, honestly.
And he's even further away from the play because Redwater bumps him in the midfield.
Yeah, it's like even before the bump, he's so far away from the play. Redwater bumps him and uses that as his recovery. That's a shot to Tyler to go wide, but That was just an awkward play all around, and maybe that's the key for the Dragons. Backboards and just making the Lobsters uncomfortable. Good pass across mid, but Doc is gonna shut that down. But yeah, I mean, 2-0 Dragons, a minute left. Might be a shot on net. Doc is bullying Redwater right there.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you got to do on that play. Is you have to get a bully. Galloway not able to find a touch at the start there, and I mean, when you're getting harassed like that and getting turned, it's so hard to find the jump that you need to be able to make the contact to get that save. But they have 2. They've only let up 1. This is still positive. I mean, I feel like myself and everybody else is a little hesitant with the Dragons. That one's a little hairy there, getting almost a little too cute in front of their own net, but still have this 1-goal lead coming down on 50 seconds to go, and they just need to hang on. The Lobsters looking a little bit better. Low shot on goal. Redwater back up for this one. Decides to take it back down. Good catch. Can't get this one around Tyler, but it is up off the ceiling, and Galloway going to be the first one to it, just beating out Doc with that ball. And Tyler, little awkward, has to catch this, slow it down, and take it in the corner. And Galloway going to put this one across into the middle, and Doc just going to send it on target. But Redwater cutting this one off and finding the demo on Tyler. And Galloway could just throw this one on net if anyone's there. Tyler does get back, and down to 15 seconds, and this one's looking pretty good if that one stays off target, and it does.
Yep, I mean, 10 seconds left. Good challenge there from Galloway. Doc has the ball, 3 seconds left. Doc took it down, but Galloway gets the touch. It stays up though. Tyler has an angle. And the pass to Doc.
Way.
Oh no!
Way. Oh no! Not like this, guys. And he finds like the double too. Like Doc misses the initial shot and has the rebound. Oh. Such a hard-fought game from the Dragons, and it has been clawed back from the Lobsters. Excuse my pun. I'm so sorry for that one, everybody. But we'll see if the Dragons can keep this. As Galloway harassing upfield, finding a bump, and Redwater with a little bit of room. Tyler trying to chase back. That's a flick over. This one could be in. He gets a touch, but the rebound's off the post and out. Oh my goodness. Oh, what an incredible save from Tyler.
Yep. Galloway's gotta make a touch here. Doc might have a shot. Redwater's there though, and this ball's gonna.
Oh my god! Is this one just in?
What a crazy game! What a crazy game!
What did we just watch, Kim?
I don't know. I was watching it. I couldn't tell you what happened.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that I did watch Rocket League, but
that's what the only thing I could tell you.
Yeah.
And just like that, the Dragons take a game. Nothing else happened. Nothing important. We don't need to talk about anything else. Just the Dragons take a clean, easy game with no worries whatsoever.
Not even close. No 0-second goals. No almost getting scored on in overtime. And Galloway now asking for the timeout. Yes, that they can take that, as I have caps lock on, and I just yelled at Galloway in the chat. So Redwater they're going to take their timeout, and Redwater does need to restart his game. So it seems like Redwater is also just having some technical issues on his end, but this timeout will be honored, and it is a 60-second timeout. 60-second timeout once the 60-second post-game lobby timer times out. So that one ends in 5 seconds, and we'll get the timeout started on the beginning of the lobby screen, and then anything after that, we'll just have to wait for him to get back, as he says his game is crashing. And and I really just hope that this game doesn't come down to a technical issue.
Yeah, we'll just perfectly normal game 3. Nothing happened. No shenanigans at the end.
No, nothing at all.
That was certainly one of the games of all time. And I think we saw some great adjustments from the Dragons. They were taking some of those physical plays. They were doing a better job of just getting some challenges. We saw that the backboard adaptation, throwing some more balls off the backboard, it really made the Lobsters look pretty uncomfortable. I think that is something that they will continue to attack until the Lobsters show that they can defend it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
As time is up on that timeout, it
Yep.
looks like. We'll get the players back in the lobby.
Yeah, and I feel like that's something that's key for when you're playing any game of Rocket League, is to always make your opponents uncomfortable, and easy ways to do that are certainly put the ball on the backboard, especially in twos. You usually only want one person guarding the backboard, and an expert, you find some misses. And that can be really tough for the teammate who's not on the backboard, is trying to handle their teammate missing on the backboard, and getting some demos is certainly another way to make a team awkward. And I feel like that a combination of that for the Dragons is going to be a key to success here in this game 4, to try to force this one to a game 5. As Galloway going to send this one across the middle. It's a dangerous ball, but Redwater knows better than to go for that one, as Doc has this one, and Galloway just going to knock this one off to the side, and Redwater sending this one, and that one's over Tyler's head and in the back of the net.
What a bang from Redwater. That was just right over Tyler. And I think he had a car change from game 2 to game 3. It looks the same, but he went from the Dominus to the Porsche, if I remember right.
Yeah, and also that this Porsche is blue as opposed to the Crimson Octane and Crimson. Was it a Fennec or was it a Dominus in the previous game? I know Galloway's been in the Dominus, but yeah, it's been red, and now the car is blue. So
all I know is this one doesn't. The blue maybe isn't the best look.
No, the blue looks a little less good, but if this is what you think that it takes to win, it's what it takes to win. And who knows? Maybe he just doesn't have a crimson one. As that one a miss on the backboard, and Doc gonna tap that one in real easy.
Yep, we mentioned the backboard, and it comes back to bite the Dragons a bit. That not the play they were looking for, but Doc takes control of that pretty easily after those misses, and Tyler's gonna have a shot here. Great shot. That's sounded saved by Redwater, but Doc is there to finish after the great first touch by Tyler.
Yeah, that's. Oh my goodness, the save on the first one, and he almost gets back for the second one too. That would have been an incredible defensive effort if he somehow managed to get both there. Even getting the first one was incredible, but they're still in this game. It's still pretty early. They need one. The aggression's looking good. The Lobsters looking okay. They're not cooked just yet, but we'll have to see though. Doc's heating up again. The shots are finding the crossbar, and it feels like they're about back to finding crossbar and in for him.
Yep, I mean the good news is when you cook Lobsters, that I'm just gonna drop that before I say something stupid. Never mind. I was saying,
well, when you cook lobsters, they turn red. I feel like there's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not smart enough, nor do I have enough time to figure that one out. I would need.
They're still alive, but I don't.
Yeah, who knows? But it's going to be up to the Dragons to find the second one. Really try to control this game as we're nearing the halfway point of Game 4. The Dragons. The Lobsters holding a 2-1 series lead and a 2-1 game score. So sitting pretty currently. As a couple misses coming through. Galloway gonna have to get back to this one. A little bit of a panic touch, it seems. Turns back, grabs boost, leaves that one for the Lobsters to take, and they will just clear back to Galloway. Trying to settle this one down in the corner, and Doc just real patient on this one, taking a 50. Galloway able to pick this one back up. Can't find that corner boost. Tyler cuts it off, but does not have a touch. Redwater clearing this one the other way. Can't get it over Doc. And down to 2 minutes, and Dragons trying to set up some offense.
Yeah, that was a really good idea from Redwater. Playing that slow, going for maybe an air dribble. Oh, Tyler here. Really good demo idea. Just Redwater does a good job to get in the way just enough without getting demoed. I love an opportunity to counterattack there.
Oh,
he has control of that ball. Tyler cuts that down. Doc with a shot. Galloway has to make a touch. Does. Tyler's there, though. And again, the Dragons' defense just getting in the way of these touches enough.
Oh.
All right. No
Yeah.
danger there.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, that was a little sketchy, coming down a minute and a half, and that's a great 50, but no follow-up able to be made on this play as this one off the ceiling towards the middle. Galloway getting this one off to the side isn't going to chase it. We'll leave this for Redwater at a full tank of boost touches. It has 30 left, uses everything just to take a 50, and Galloway pushing this one back in, has a decent bounce, can't find it there. Redwater gonna dive in, decides not to. Tyler taking this the other way, and Redwater has a great touch. Doc up, sends this one down. Galloway just gonna clear this one back in, try to chase it, and that's both Dragons going for that one a turn. Galloway going back, gonna collect this ball, send it off to the corner, and down to 48 seconds left.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the Dragons a little hesitant on as second man. Doc with an opportunity. Sends it off backward. Redwater. I think Galloway might have a shot if he didn't touch that, but we still have, an opportunity here. Off backward. Doc is there. Gets a good touch. But yeah, we're just seeing that second man a little hesitant from the Dragons, not wanting to give up something extra, but you got to get ones here in the next 20 seconds.
Yeah, they just need to try something. If you give up another, that's okay. You need to score, and you need to score now. Down to 15 seconds. Galloway, no boost, has both of the Lobsters there, and Doc's going to tap that one in with 12 seconds, and that one might seal it. It's not impossible to come back from this, but we haven't seen any kickoff goals, so I don't have high hopes.
Yeah, I mean, the kickoffs have been pretty straightforward so far in this series. Galloway's going to have it off the kickoff, but not enough power on that one. Clock's going to tick down. This will be the Lobsters taking it in 4 and moving to 4-4 on the season. Dragons dropping to 6-2, suffering their first loss in the Redwater era, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, you can call it that. I have to say though, picking up a loss, being 6-2, it's still a great spot to be as far as the overall picture. You don't want to lose any series, but in FDL, when you need just about 6 wins to guarantee yourself a playoff spot, or at least put yourself in really good positioning. The Dragons probably going to be fine, but the Lobsters, that's such a crucial game, such a crucial series to win to keep yourself at 4-4. If they can close out the season with 2 more series wins, I don't know the exact playoff picture, but finishing a season 6-4, you're giving yourself the best shot possible.
Yep. We saw some good adaptations. It's not like they completely, fell apart in this series. They took game 3, but the Lobsters just played really well in terms of their pace and controlling the game, and it was just a little bit too much for the Dragons.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good recovery effort though for how dominant the Lobsters were in games 1 and 2. That I'd say even in that loss in game 4, that the Dragons, they looked solid. I mean, it was 2-1. It really wasn't that far off. But
what's up, Doc?
Oh my goodness! But joining us in the booth is Doc and Tyler. Congratulations on the win, guys. So I guess really to me the big thing I noticed was switching off of Aquadome. Do you feel like that extended break took away a little bit of your momentum?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just like between, like, we were playing really well, and then it took us a second, and then we kind of got it back. That game 3, just I made a mistake. They scored an open net, and then we go into game 4 with a lot of confidence, knowing that we could finish it up.
Yeah, I felt like we were definitely iced after leaving Aquadome, but we were able to get it back.
So and beyond that, what did the Dragons change going into games 3 and 4 that you guys did lose in game 3, and game 4 was a close one that the Dragons really stayed in? What did they change that you guys weren't able to look as dominant, look as controlling in those 2 games as opposed to the first 2 of the series?
I think they were a little bit just aggressive and more consistent. I feel like in game 3, they were getting some really good touches that I wasn't expecting, at least. Um, and they had some really nice shots. I think I think it was game 3, or I don't know if it was game 3 or 4. Redwater had a 70-mile-per-hour shot all the way from his half, and it just went right past me. So it was just, I feel like Redwater specifically was playing more consistent, which I guess unfortunately on Aquadome he was having frame loss. So he definitely was much improved, and it made it a much closer series.
And
Yeah.
I have. Oh, sorry. Do you wanna add to that?
I was just gonna say, yeah, I felt like they were playing better and more aggressive, and I also feel like we got like a little bit unlucky that game, unless like other than right before overtime, that was like pretty lucky. But yeah,
It was
that's all I'm
calculated.
gonna say.
Yeah, not even close. 0-second goals, not even close. You know, but what did you guys have to do after game 3 going into game 4? What changes did you guys look to make? Because you did grind out a win there, and you found more goals than the opponents. That's how you win. But what did you have to do differently to find that third win? Because it did look a lot different than the first two.
If you want to go, Doug.
Um, I think we noticed that they were like being more aggressive, and we tried to like play around that. Um, and like I tried to like I think I was trying to be like a little bit more like passive to try to counteract that. Um,
We also kind of just, I think we played our game. Like we didn't do too much differently from what you saw in like game 1 and game 2 and game 4. With the like Doc said, it was a little bit of ice in game 3. We kind of stuck to the game plan. We kind of expected them to be aggressive going out the gate. We didn't see it a ton in game 1 or game 2, so we just were a little bit more aware of it probably game 4, and that helped us out.
yeah.
Ken, you got any questions?
Honestly, I think you've covered everything I wanted to talk about. I mean, just great series from you guys. It was definitely a good showing. Any teams, rest of the season? I think it's only two series left, but any teams you're looking forward to maybe a rematch in your conference?
Honestly, not exactly. I mean, both games we did win. I always love playing against Executioner. What I played against him in Origin, so that last series should be fun if he plays. Yeah, I mean, it's just getting wins, making the playoffs, and hopefully from there I make it to the finals and I actually win this time.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, maybe this is
Maybe
the
I'll get a
season
sweep
for you,
one day.
Tyler. Yeah, it'll be you one day for sure. But
I even DM'd you saying I sweep these, and I don't sweep these apparently.
I know you don't sweep these, Tyler. I know you don't sweep these. Come on. But if I don't have any more questions, and Ken, if you don't, I will turn the floor over to you guys, Doc and Tyler. If there's anything you'd like to say, anyone you'd like to shout out, just gentle reminder, we are on stream. Please watch the language. Not that I think that you guys are going to say anything crazy, but just wanna make sure. So the floor is yours.
Shout out Lasagna. I know he's on a plane right now, or about to be on a plane right now. But shout him out. He was in the Twitch chat I saw, so love him supporting us. Shout out Savage, our reserve. He always works with us. And then shout out Galloway and Redwater. They played a really well series. And of course, got to shout out Zyros. I'm hoping to meet the Penguins in the playoffs. Hopefully the finals. I'd rather face them later on in the playoffs, but yeah. Anybody, Doc?
I just want to shout out the Lobsters. Hopefully the Star team will win.
Yeah,
No.
Lobber Day. We need a sweep for
Yeah.
Lobber Day.
No.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that one.
Yeah.
That one. That one's questionable for me.
Yeah, we have a gator here in Kin. So
We got an op here.
yeah, exactly. So there's some competing interests, but thank you for your words, guys. But that will be all for this hour. As was alluded to moments ago, our 10 p.m. game. We are moving on to the Star League, where the Star Lobsters are going to be taking on the Gators. But that will be all for myself and Kin this evening. You will be seeing two new casters at the 10 o'clock hour. So for Kin, I have been Mia, and you have been watching FDL. Please join us in a couple minutes for our final game of the night.
the night, the city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the lights on. Open your eyes and see the people chanting, slowly falling apart. The silence causing an earthquake. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling higher, and I know I can be taller. Shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the lights on.
Welcome back, FDL. How's it going? I've heard we had some great matches tonight. Tonight, on the last closing, we've got the Gators versus the Lobsters. And as always, got my beautiful bearded friend over here, Awesome Bill. How's it going, Bill?
It's going fantastic. I know we've had a couple great matches already, and I'm really excited for this Star League matchup to wrap up our FDL Saturday night.
Very, very nice. Well, we're just waiting for the people to get onto their field, and as our production has come up, they know their streaming rights, and they should be good to go. And they know their streaming rights. They're on stream. They're going to play, and hopefully we have a great night tonight. It has been a little bit since I've been on, and hopefully we're going to have some great matches as we have Hawkish and Bondo in for the Lobsters, and Robot Man and Hey, it's the name 11 in for the Gators. As we have our first kickoff, Bondo's going to take it in and almost puts it in there. Hawkish is going to take control of this. Nice little dunk from Hey. Good little 50 from the Lobsters. Bondo's putting the pressure on. Really nice here. Hawks there. Close enough. Nice little bump. Bump. Bondo didn't take it. Hayes going to take a hold of it. And here we go. Robot Man on the side over there. Hawkish in the corner. We got Hay going on. Up on the side wall. Got a little Doomsy coming on. And we got our first goal of the night with 4:27 left in the first.
What a shot from Hayes. Just 50 feet in the air, smashing it home. Top-notch aerial goal there. Right above the crossbar. Beautiful start to this series.
What a beautiful start it is. And we have our kickoff again with Hawk and Name going at it. Pushing it over to there. We got to open now with Bondo. Puts it in the top 90 for another goal. Putting it 1-1. 4:22 left.
You know, and I think if we were to go back to the start of this game in a replay, that I think Bondo had a chance really similar to that off the first kickoff, and I thought he was going to get the first goal, and it went off and rolled a little wide. So that's something that the Gators are going to have to watch, because that's 2 quick opportunities for Bondo capitalizing on one.
And as we say that, his name has scored another one over the Lobster, putting them up 2-1, 4:15 left. What a high-scoring rally we got going on right now.
Yeah, my goodness. The offense is the best defense. It seems to be the theme so far. I mean, we're only through 1 minute. We got three goals, 4 shots, 0 saves. So hope we can see a little bit more of this. I like goals. I like hat tricks.
Hat tricks are amazing. You've seen the high flying abilities of these players at star level that makes you feel like, I wish I could do that. Me being down in a lowly origin. But now we have the ball. Gators going to take control of it into their corner, take it up. Bondo's having none of it, puts it off the backboard. His name takes it over. Bondo taking it there. Robot taking the mid boost. His name's right there. Little pop over in there in the top corner and just misses it, post down. Backboard again. Hawkins is able to clear it out of there. And Bondo, no, whiffs. No good there. Robot's got the shot and does not put it in. The goal post. Our freaking the goalie of the night.
Unbelievable. That's both teams getting brutally robbed by that post there. This has been a phenomenal start to this game so far. I could watch this all night.
It's great defense, great offensive pressure. Robot just puts it over into the Lobsters corner. Bondo put it down. No good. Little pogo in. Nice little save by Hawkish. Hawkish got one to beat. Robot's going to take control of it. Bondo pops it over. Gets a little bump from Robot. Name is there. Hopefully clear it out there. Robot take control. Put it down on the other side. Next to the field, Robot taking control. Bondo's having none of it. Taking it on the sidewall, puts it over. There we go. Hawkish puts it into the Gators corner. Wait for the shot. Good save by Robot. Bondo's going to try to take control of this. Pops it out a little too far. Almost centers it for the other team. We got a nice little demo from Name. Taking control of it. Bondo and having none of it. Pressuring everywhere. He is all over this place so far.
Yeah, this has been really a little bit of a one-man show, I think, for both teams. I mean, Hawkish has been in the play, Robot's been in the play, but the story of things so far has really been Hayes and Bondo, and it's not just on the goals, it's on the saves. Well, Hawkish gets the savior there, but you know, it's on the consistent pressure, and those two dudes came to play.
Oh, and we have a double commit with an open net, and Hayes, the name 11, gets his goal for the night, making it 3-1, 1:34 left in the first.
Oh, yeah, and that is just a great follow through from Hayes to get the read there, to see that no one's back, to see that you can get the 50, and then when you get it, to control it and just roll it in there. I mean, you know, sometimes the scariest thing is an empty net, and he played it smart and simple, gives a nice solid lead with 90 seconds left here.
Very nice. We got just over a minute 15 left. Robot's going to take control of this. Bondo off to the back wall. Hawkish puts it into the corner, pops it up, puts it in the backboard. Nobody there. Bondo was not able to get there to clean it up. Robot going to take it up, good little defense, and Hog just puts it into the back of the net, making 2-3, 101 left in the first.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I think Hawkish maybe heard me saying that Bondo was leaving things on the Lobsters, because that was a fantastic redirect there. Keeping Lobsters in the game, making this a tight one with a minute left.
With under a minute left, his name is trying to get it over there. Bondo puts it over there off the backboard. Nice little pinch from Robot. Bondo's going to take control of this, trying to just a little too much. Gives it to Hayes. Bondo coming back. Oh, nice little play by Hawk. Robot puts it on the back, gets the big boost, carrying it across the backboard. Loses a little bit of control. Nice over one. Get into another. We got to open almost a shot in there. Hayes is going to clean it up and put it in there for 4-2. 26 seconds left.
But that's not what you want to see from the Lobsters. You know, almost got the man back. They're almost there, but almost just doesn't cut it in a league as tight as Star. And that gives the Gators a strong 2-goal lead. Not unheard of to come back, but might be looking at game 2 here rather than OT.
I would kind of agree with you. At this level, anything can happen, but the time is just not on their side. Robot's putting it all the way over to the other side. Hawk gets his save, puts it up there. His name has been absolutely amazing. 4 goals, 8 shots, 1 save. And do we get another goal before time runs out? No, we do not. Hits the floor. Gators take the win, 4-2. First game win. Always good to have it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, you come into a series and Gators and Lobsters are neck and neck in the standings. You know, depending on the outcome here, this could completely level the playing field between these two teams. And, you know, that's an important win for Gators. Starting strong. I mean, it's 4-2. Lobsters had some fantastic chances, some fantastic play. But like you were saying towards the end there, 4 goals, 9 shot. Hayes is running the table right now.
Very much so. And Hawkish and Bondo did well. I mean, they had 9 shots with the 6 saves, but just the Gators just peppered them. They just could not get off that, get the offensive pressure off of them for the defense, get back onto their own offense. Hopefully, we can see a little bit more on the second match. But I think Lobsters, I mean, they were getting their feel. Both teams were getting their feel, but the Gators just had a little bit more on their side. I think Lobsters are going to come back and take game 2 on this one. Doing the caster curse right there, just let you know. Caster curse right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that one of the things that Lobsters could potentially be exploiting here, I don't think we saw quite the best game from Robot Man. I mean, Hayes was obviously dominant. You didn't have to necessarily bring your best game. But Lobsters brought a lot of good team play, and I expect that to be the driver of their offensive success and, you know, defensive connection going forward.
I would like to see that as well. And as we're saying this, the Gators are putting it in there, almost get another shot. Nice little save by Bondo. Bondo's putting it in their corner, taking it up. A little low on boost right now. Unfortunate for them. Hawk's going to take control of it. One into the corner. Nice little demo. Good save by Hayes, but not just hard enough. Hawk has no issues of saving this one, getting out of that net, put it in their corner. Robot's going to put it there. Bondo up top, whiffed by Hawkish. Hayes got control, got a little dribble right here. Hawk pushes it back. Good defense on this one. Robot's putting itself back, putting in the little extra effort here. Bondo, come on. Almost had it. Hawkish putting it up. Over one. Hey, this would be a good time. Hayes is down, but Robot's able to back his teammate up. And they're just, Gators' defense is there. They're just doing really well with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think neither team has had the kind of opportunities that they got early in game 1. You know, that might be a little bit of a feeling out period, and we didn't really see, you know, a torrent of goals necessarily after maybe the first 90 seconds or so. So this is a little bit of a continuation of that, but we're seeing a lot of good pressure from the Lobsters, keeping it in, getting that team play going here. Yo, Robot with a big save there to keep it even.
What a save indeed. It looked like an open net, and Robot was able to get it out there, and Hawk and Hayes was in the air for the first time around. That was absolutely great defense on that part. As Hawk gets it past the ball there, and the Gators take the 1-0 lead at 2:52 in the second.
And that is such a textbook play, and that always hurts if you're in Hawk's position there. I mean, you got to go for it. You feel it sometimes even before you take off. But way to capitalize there from Robot, man. Really having himself a game so far.
Really is, and as Robot puts it in the corner, they're going back and forth into that corner. Hawk's going to take control, puts it downfield. Hayes is there. Bondo's putting it into the side, into the wall. Double commit on over here with the Lobsters. Hayes puts it up there. Are we getting a pass and play here? Not fast enough though. Nice save by Bondo. Hawk has got it here. Can he get Robot? It's bad on boost in the corner. And just cannot get the offensive pressure going. Nice little bump from Bondo. Going to dribble it up. He's going to stuff it in. No, and he's not. Bondo's got it right there, but Hayes is having none of it. Puts it up to the field. Robot shoots it from half court and puts it in the back of the net. 2-0, 2:01 left in the second.
And that is a fantastic defensive play from Hayes there to make that play, and a great read from Robot. Don't got to get back. You got to jump into the play. That kind of quick thinking is what gives you the edge, what gives you a 2-goal lead. That was a fantastic move from both the Gators there to make it 2-0.
Very much so. As Robot gets it out of their corner, but Hawk is just putting it back in there. Hayes is there. We got the ball up in the net. Bondo puts it in and puts it off the post.
That post
And Hawk.
working.
Yep, sorry about that. Hayes puts it, flicks it off to the crossbar. He couldn't do nothing. Bondo is there. Hawk is just going to take control of it. Try to get a snapshot in there. Couldn't do nothing. Robot puts it up to the side. Bondo up. Nice little 50. Good little pressure there. Robot has it on their side. Hawk's going to just take control of it. A little bit of a bad bounce there. Good hit, and puts it into the back of the net with Hayes with his first goal of the night for the second match, that is. 3-0, 1:12 left.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of similar offensive pressure, and it's just the outcomes and knowing when to strike. And the Gators are getting a lot of opportunistic offense, but that's not accidental. That's reading the play right and knowing when to go back and knowing when to strike it. And I said towards the start of it, I thought that the first one was a little bit more of a hero game for Hayes for that big win in game one. I think this has been way more team play oriented in game two for the Gators. Shows not only with Robot Man's stat line, but I think just the outcome overall, keeping them to 0 goals so far with 30 seconds left almost. That's pure team play against a team that's skilled in all others.
As we have a little bit of a double, Hayes is going to put it off to the wall. Robot's a little too far back on that one. I would also say in this match we could see a timeout going into game 3. They try to get their composure, see what the Lobsters can do. But as of right now, Gators are eating the Lobsters up. Nice little pinch to put it over on the Lobster side. 10 seconds left. This game is going to go to the Gators. Absolutely dominant performance this time around. And as I say that, they are trying to get one more for the road. Unfortunate. 3-0. Gators take game 2, and we are going to match point.
Yeah, and that is that's a tough place to be if you're the Lobsters, because I thought they were really holding it on in game 1 despite the outcome, and I thought the first half maybe of game 2 was that, but the cracks are starting to show a little bit. Got to see them, hope to see them tighten up. Definitely don't necessarily want to just get 3 in, 3 out here. Want to make it a little bit more of a series maybe, and I have a feeling the Lobsters are going to be thinking the same. What do you think they need to do different to silence the Gators in Game 3?
Watch the double commits. From my angle, from what I was saying, there was a lot of doubling on the Lobsters part, but again, that's just lowly Origin thinking. They're probably having some high level plays going on, way above myself. But I I would say try to get some more passing plays going instead of individual 1v1. But again, this is Star League. This is above my pay grade. Um, if it was Origin, yeah, they need gotta watch the doubles, gotta watch the try to get the passing plays going. And as we're talking about that, for Game 3 match point, we've got Robot, we have Hayes, or sorry, Hawk, and we've got Robot. Yes, so I'm sorry. Holy crap, I suck. Nice little shot from Hawkish. Hayes in there, and Bondo with the dunk, putting it 1-0, 4:55 left. First goal within the first 5 seconds of the third game.
Ooh, and that's that same redirection from the same side there. So that's something to watch for Hawkish. Likes coming in, likes being right post and getting that little deflection on net. Resulted in a goal in Game 1 there. That's an assist in Game 2. Lovely little play from the Lobsters to open things up. And then Hawkish just makes it 2-0.
Maybe they heard my play. Maybe they heard me. I don't know. They've had 2 goals within the first 15 seconds. Both of them coming off of assists. Hey, maybe I was onto something. Who knows? As we have the next kickoff, puts it over onto the Gators side. Bondo's playing up there. Nice little pass there. Hayes is going to take it up the wall. Maybe get a little bit of an air dribble. Carrying it in there. Just a little bit off. Nice recovery from Hawkish. Robot going up. Running a little low boost. Bondo's not having any of it. Hawk right there. Almost. What a save by Hayes. That was an incredible save to keep it 2-0. We have the ball in there. Unfortunate. Do we get a shot off? Nope, not this time around. Hawk's going to play it on. Hayes, I thought we might see a little bit of a demo, but unfortunate not. Bondo put it back into the corner, putting it up the wall. Robot's pitching it off to the other side of the wall. Up in the air. Come on, Hayes. Hayes is right there. Bondo there. Nice shot up. He just has enough. Robot has just enough boost to get that save.
Yeah, and this has been all Lobsters here. They have Gators figured out. I don't know if Gators are playing a little loose since they got a nice lead. That might be the case, but we got 6 shots to 0 just after 90 seconds in. That is crazy pressure. Hayes has a savior already. Again, down to 90 seconds in. Just wild numbers. Lobsters do not want this series to end.
They do not want it to end, is correct. And like you said, 4 saves for the Gators, but no shots whatsoever for them. The offensive pressure has been nuts, and it's been constant the entire time, as we almost had another goal there. Robot's going to try to take it to the other side. Nice little pinch back from Bondo. Hayes taking control of it. Going to take a little bit of a dribble. Nothing yet. And almost. Nice little catch from Hawkish. Trying to get a shot off. We got one in. Puts it in the back of the net, and we got a 3-0 lead with under 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah, absolutely. We're coming to halftime, and I've been expecting it to happen at some point to see the Gators get control, and I'm just watching so much play in their 50% of the field. It is night and day the Lobsters team we're seeing from last game. Obviously, the score is a little bit reciprocal, and Hayes comes a little bit close there for the first shot for the Gators, but these are Lobsters playing on a different wavelength than they have been the last 2 games.
Very much so. Nice little bump from Hawk. They're playing a lot better this time around. They're not doubling as often as they did. As we got one shot there, almost just in there. But they are nice passing plays. 3 goals off of 2 assists. Absolutely incredible. Hayes is going to put it off to the back wall. Do we get a double touch off of here? No, we do not, as the second shot is just off the top. Hawk is going to take control, dribbling it up, watching it still, keeping it going, and just puts it into the, get it in there. What a save by Robot. That was pixels away, just pixels from being in the back of the net.
And that could have been the dagger. That is, that, like you said, that was a molecule off the goal explosion. What a save there. Unbelievable. We've 17 saves so far for Gators. So, the outcome's not what they want so far. It's not nothing. That's 8 now, actually, on that one from Robot Man. Both with 4 each. And 2 shots to 11 from the Lobsters. Just onslaught of offense from the Crustaceans right now.
Oh, and the Lobsters finally get their first save off of the third shot from the Gators. As they're playing it up, Robot puts it over to on the Lobster side. Bondo's going to take control. Right to Robot. Over Robot. It just doesn't have enough to get it in there. And where's the Lobsters at? Close to it. Nice little save from Hayes. Hayes got another one. Robot clears it out of there. Off to the sidewall. Running low on boost. Nice little demo. Hawk is just a little bit flailing, just a little bit. Not bad. Nice little challenge. Robot there. Off to the net. And their shots are just not on. 15 seconds left. We're going to go to a game 4. Another game 4 match point. Do we find the reverse sweep?
I mean, I don't want to jinx anything, but that's a Lobsters team that, I mean, we said the whole game, that's a different team than we saw in those first 2. And if that's the kind of tempo that they can keep up for the next 15, 20 minutes, I could definitely see a game 5. I mean, that was brutal. 1 save to 8. 3-0. You read that stat line, you go, which team has 3-0, which team has 8 saves. That's just crazy.
That's absolutely insane. And Hayes and Robot were doing the best that they could to try to get those balls out of there. But the offensive pressure from the Lobsters was incredible this time around. They played very well. I didn't see a single double from them this time, and they had 2 goals off of 2 assists. The passing plays were there. I mean, 11 shots. That's saying something this time around. They were not wanting this series to end at all.
Yeah, and one of the things that I think really highlighted to me the difference that the Lobsters brought there was towards the end, there's an opportunity where I think it was Hayes had it pinched against the corner and couldn't really get to it, and we didn't see any Lobsters flying in. They had a 3-0 lead, about 45, 50 seconds left. That's still a game that Gators could have come back and won, and it's both players going, I don't need that extra goal. What I need is a win, and I need to guarantee that we're running the clock down and keeping the score high. That's a mature thought process to go through, and that's a team that could definitely make this a series.
Most definitely, as we have a good shot in. What a pass from Hayes, and Robot Man stuffing it in there, making it 1-0, 4:40 left.
And Gators seem to have taken the note, we'll say, after game 3, because that's 3 shots, a goal, and an assist across their team so far in, what was that, 16 seconds? So,
we got a miss.
Hawkish comes in and shuts me up a little bit, and we got 1-1 with under 30 seconds played.
What a play from Hawkish. Puts it off to the backboard. Unfortunate for Robot that he was able to get the touch off the top. Comes off the backboard. Hawkish just puts it into the back of the net. Now we go off to the next kickoff. Robot's there. Puts it over to the other side. Hayes is going to put it over to the other side. Hawk's going to try to take control. This is an offensive pressure. Nice little pass. Good save by Hawk here. Still not out of the works yet. What a stuff, and Hayes puts it in the top left 90, making it 2-1, 4:16 left in the 4th game.
Oh, that is real aerial play in front of the net there for Hayes. I mean, there's only so much you can do on defense when you got a guy going 6 ways from Sunday on you. Sometimes all you can do is sit there and watch. And I commend Hawkish getting up there, but that was Hayes' ball for a few seconds there, and he ate.
Very much so, and as we have going on, Hayes is taking control of this. Puts it up to the corner. Bondo is going to try to clear this out of here. Nice little clear. Robot's having none of it. Hayes does not go up for it, I'm sorry. Hawk is there. Hawk's going to take a shot. What a save by Robot, man. Hayes is in the back of their net. So we got 2v1 here in favor of the Lobsters. Unfortunate. Hayes is going to come up there and support his man. Here we go. Off the backboard. Doubled. Centered. Robot in there and cleans it up, making it 3-1. 3:27 left in the fourth.
And this is looking like another big game for Hayes. I mean, already he's got 3 scoring involvements. He's got the goal and 2 assists on 3 shots. Incredible pressure, and we are only 90 seconds in. This is a Gators team looking to a little bit of game 5.
Yeah, the Gators are like, we're done. You guys had your fun in the last game. We're going to take those pinchers off, and this is ours. We are done playing around. As Hayes comes up, nice little dribble, gets it over one. Can he get to another one? No, Bondo clears it out. Robot's there, just waiting for the touch. Nice little clear by Hawkish. Puts it off to the side wall, into the corner. Hayes has got it up in the air. Nice little dribble, good little flick. Can he get back just in time? Just off left. Robot puts it off to the back wall. Cannot get the double touch. Would have been nice to see. Hawkish is over there. Bondo's getting bullied by Robot. And Bondo puts it over to the other corner. As the offensive pressure starts up, he's trying to get a pass, but is unable to get control of it. I'm sorry, I am on the wrong side of the field. He is clearing that ball. As Robot comes up, does a little bit of a whiff. Hawkish tries to take a shot, puts it off to the side wall. Nice little touch by Hayes. Robot in the corner. Wait for the touch. Unfortunate offensive pressure. Bondo's going to take control of it. Got a little bump from Hayes. Takes the boost. Robot on the other side of the field. Taking control. Nice little clear. Bondo there. And Hayes is just taking control. We got 1:55. They've got to do something. The Lobsters have got to do something, or this game is going to be completely out of reach for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think you called out, you said it might be a lower league. You called out the basic stuff after, especially game 2 from the Lobsters. Makes it a 4-1 game, and some of that was double committing, and we're seeing those kind of plays come back where we're seeing both Lobsters, involved in the clear, involved bringing the ball up, but, right under each other, not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of space, and it's costing them. They're not making the most of their possessions, and they're not getting back when they need to, and court reflects it. It's unfortunate, especially considering how well they played last game.
Bondo puts it in the back of the nets.
As soon as Bondo gets his first of the game, makes it 2-4, minute 22 left. It is anyone's game.
That was absolutely incredible. Way to fight back. It's not over. They still got 1:22 left. 2-goal differential. Bondo takes the kickoff, puts it onto the Lobster side. Unfortunate. Hawk is there, low on boost, gets the big boost. Over one, but Hawk's got it. Can we get Hawk's gonna put it over to the other side? Gets the big boost again. Tries to carry it up to the wall. Nice little pinch. Bullying Robot puts it over, but Hayes having none of it again. Bondo's having it. Good clear by Hayes. Hayes gonna pass it over. Robot's gonna shoot. Just a bit outside. Off to the sidewall. Backboard off the ceiling. Good defense right here. Still got the offensive pressure going. Gators have all momentum right now with 35 seconds left. This seemingly to be over for the Lobsters. Unfortunate, and I'm going to lose all my channel points. I'm sorry, Lobsters. You got the Casper curse. As we got 23 seconds left in the final game, match point, Gators are just taking control.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think when you're desperate, sometimes you start trying to rely on solo plays. But when the solo plays don't work out, you get a lot of simple plays. You get a lot of easy balls in the corner, stuff that's not creative. And in a league as skilled as this, you got to really make the plays. And Lobster showed they can do it, but it just wasn't as consistent as they needed. But I don't want to minimize at all the performance from the Gators, because that was a phenomenal performance from the Gators. They absolutely came to play, and obviously, they had some adjustments to make after game 3, but they really brought it, consistently throughout the series, and that was a well-deserved win, especially from Hayes in particular, in my opinion. Phenomenal.
It was a dominant fashion, just a hiccup in the third game. And we're going to try to get one of the Gators in here for an interview, or we might get both of them. Who knows? Gators, congratulations on the win. How you guys doing tonight?
Thanks, gents. We're good. Woo!
It's a woo, yeah. So, dominant fashion in game 1 and game 2. A little bit of a hiccup in game 3. Talk us through it.
I mean, they tightened up rotations. They weren't cutting or playing like a really close second. So they were getting the good touches. They were playing the rotations the correct way, and they just kept getting us on mistakes.
Well, fair enough.
So early on in the series, first game, there was a lot of offense, really, really fast. What was the conversation then in the VC? Was because we saw the game shift really heavily into a defensive mode. We didn't see too many goals for a couple minutes. Was that something that was conscious? Like, hey, we gotta slow it down. We don't want to just be playing ping pong here, or was that a little bit more maybe the natural flow of things?
It was more of natural flows. We just sat down and just played our game. If we have to play defense, we'll play defense, offense, offense. It's just timing of things is what we do.
Exactly.
Well, gents, congratulations on your win in dominant fashion. I really don't have many questions left for you guys, because you guys took control of the whole thing. I mean, other than that game 3, y'all did very, very well. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So I do have one last question. So coming up, you all now go to 5-3 on the season. You're fighting for playoff seeding here as we come into the last 2 weeks. Got a match against the Colts. Got a match against the Gators. What
Ooh.
matchup are you most excited about coming into the last 2 weeks? of the
Well,
season?
based off what you just said, the Gators.
The Vipers.
I think both in my book. Going up against Harmonic on the Colts with Doomster and Senfus is usually a good time. The Vipers they knocked our socks off the first time we played them, and honestly, we're coming to play this next time.
Very, very nice. Some strong words for a strong team. That is going to do it for us tonight here at FDL Late Night Hour. I am Big Country. As always, special guest and awesome bearded man, fellow bearded man, Awesome Bill. Glad to have you tonight. We still have one more night of Rocket League tomorrow. And if I don't get to see you tomorrow, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Come see us again at 8 o'clock for a match to be determined, and then 9 o'clock with the Penguins and the Griffins in the Elite. And then in the Export League. And then capping off the 10 o'clock, we got the Origin Griffins versus the Unicorns. I've been privileged to be out here with you again, and y'all have a good night.